When optimizing your metabolism, meal timing might not be the first thing that comes to your mind, but actually it plays a huge role. In this video, we will analyze a recent study investigating how late eating affects your energy levels, metabolism, and risk of obesity. I'm Linda Granfors.
And I'm Alessandro Carpentiero. Here at Beyond Sapiens, we're all about optimizing your life by leveraging the latest science, research, and technology. Get ready to go Beyond Sapiens. You might have heard already that eating late affects your energy levels, but until recently we lacked scientific evidence on how. That has now changed, thanks to Vujovic et al., who published an exciting research on this topic, where they compare late versus early eating schedules.
To do that, they divided the sample group into two. One had their last meal 2.5 hours before bed, while the other one 6.5 hours before bed. The results that we will analyze do not necessarily justify for an ideal timing, but they will clarify the correlation between how late you eat and how your metabolism works. Let's jump into the results. The first conclusion of this study was that people with a late eating schedule felt more hungry during the day compared to the ones with an early eating schedule. This increased the chances of people eating more and choosing unhealthy alternatives over healthy ones. As this conclusion was made by analyzing people's self-reported feelings, the researchers wanted to back this up with some physiological measures. To do that, they gathered hormone tests to understand why people experienced increased hunger. Interestingly, the hormone tests confirmed that late eating decreased the hormone levels of leptin, which is the hormone responsible for you feeling satiated after a meal. So, eating late may make you prone to feel hungry and more likely to choose unhealthy foods because you have lower levels of leptin.
And if feeding hunger isn't enough, eating late will also make you burn fewer calories during the day, 5.03% less to be precise. This result was achieved via indirect calorimetry, measured 12 times over the 16-hour wake time, which is a process that calculates heat that living organisms, in this case humans, produce by measuring either their production of carbon dioxide and nitrogen waste or from their consumption of oxygen. You can read all the details in the full research paper in the description. Another value that drops when eating late is the core body temperature, both when awake and asleep. This is most likely linked to a decrease in thermogenesis. Basically, your body works less, hence it consumes less calories. As a result, you have more chances of storing fat in your body, which is another aspect analyzed in this study.
To understand why this happens, the researchers took body fat samples to analyze the effects on a cellular level. They found that late eating correlates with body fat stored in our bodies. That is because late eating downregulates genes that break down our body fat. Simultaneously, it upregulates genes that convert carbs to fats. When these two processes happen at the same time, they lead to increased fat storage.
By combining all these physiological changes that happen in your body when adopting a late eating schedule, it's clear that there's a strong correlation with an increased risk of obesity. Previous research had already shown a link between late eating and a higher risk of obesity, more body fat, and less successful weight loss. And now, thanks to the study from Vujovic et al., we know why. Obesity is one of the world's largest health problems, and it's a risk factor for several of the world's leading causes of death, including heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and various types of cancer. In most cases, you can naturally get back to healthy body fat levels just by changing your lifestyle. At times, it might seem like an impossible task, but with the right mindset and guidance, you can totally do it. And with small, consistent steps, you will build a sustainable lifestyle. We hope you found this video helpful. Whether you want to optimize your metabolism for performance or weight loss, you can simply start by eating earlier.
So, if you're ready to go beyond Sapiens, you can learn more about our human maximization coaching programs in the description. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.